A very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Ashingsani Veerasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Country's exports and remittances are on the developmental track, State Minister assures. BOI signs agreement to set up a sea cucumber processing factory, Jaffna. News in detail. The Board of Investment has given the approval to set up a sea cucumber processing factory in Jaffna, which will provide job opportunities to the local communities and enhance their livelihood in the northern province. Accordingly, the BOI has signed an agreement with Sugandh Seafood Private Limited to set up a sea cucumber processing factory for export market. The project, with an initial investment of $1.2 million will be set up in Jaffna. The agreement was signed on behalf of BOI by its chairman Susantha Ratnayaka and on behalf of Sugandh Seafood Private Limited by its managing director Aravindan Suganthaseelan. The product sea cucumber is harvested mainly in the north and east sea belt by specially trained divers in the seabed and is processed to be in the dried stage in the state-of-the-art factory, which will be established in the Jaffna Peninsula. Managing Director Suganthaseelan said that the company focuses on strict adherence to the government norms, eco-conscious methodologies, transparent business practices and on the time delivery. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has instructed the officials to complete the construction of 100,000 kilometers of rural roads by 2024 and connect them to the main road network. President made these observations at a discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday on the future plans of the State Ministry of Rural Roads and Residual Infrastructure. President also emphasized that the construction of 100,000 kilometers of rural and by-roads throughout the country should be done in an environmentally friendly manner. President said that new bridges should be built to replace small bridges and canals. Moreover, President also stressed that all institutions, including the environment, wildlife, forestry and archaeology, which should approve resource mobilization, should meet at the district level and give prior approval. It was also decided to plant 2 million different types of saplings on both sides of the main roads. On the other hand, addressing a discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday on the future activities of the State Ministry of Warehouse Facilities, Container Yards, Port Supply Facilities and Boat and Shipbuilding Industry Development, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that Sri Lanka can use its unique locational advantage to become one of the world's leading maritime hubs. President Rajapaksa pointed out that development goals could be achieved speedily by developing our port facilities by emulating the world's most advanced ports as examples. The President emphasized the need to develop our ports to a higher level that would make them capable of attracting world's largest cargo ships, each with a capacity of 24,000 containers. The President further said that the port system should be developed to cater to the needs of international vessels plying close to the country, and in parallel to these initiatives, ports in Colombo, Galle, Trincomalee, Kankasanture and Oluville should be developed. It was also discussed to construct new warehouse facilities in areas such as Ratmalana, Paliagoda and Wayangoda to promote Colombo Port as a transshipment hub. National Crafts Council, which operates under the Ministry of Industries, commences Shilpa Thursday program, which allows the opportunity to sell their products at a weekly fair in Colombo. The inauguration ceremony was held this morning, attended by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. State Minister of Cane, Brass, Clay, Furniture and Rural Industry Promotion Prasanna Ranavira, having several discussions with the officials of the National Crafts Council, had pioneered to kick off this Shilpa Thursday program at Diyatha Uyana premises in Batharamulla every Thursday, making a permanent selling point for the handicraft makers. State Minister Prasanna Ranavira, addressing the gathering, said that he has already commenced discussions with the Ministry of Education on programs to educate the school kids on the importance of handicrafts. Minister of Industries Vimal Veeravansha, addressing the gathering, said that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is planning an economy based on indigenousness, and these kind of efforts will strengthen the President's target. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, who participated in the event as a chief guest, said that whenever their camps came into power, they enormously assisted local products and the persons engaged in such industries. Meanwhile, some participants to the weekly exhibition also expressed their views.
We are having a wide range of products for the handlooms as well as for the pottery products. What I want to tell you is our new product is the handloom batik. This is the product that we are going to introduce for our customers as the novel product, because now it is serving for the two purposes, two industries, batik as well as the handloom industry.
Stay tuned for more news after this short break. Welcome back after the break. State Minister of Money and Capital Market and State Enterprise Reforms Ajit Niwad Cabral said that it is necessary to have faith in a turnaround of the economy and Sri Lanka's fortunes by the local investors as the new government is ready with favourable measures and as policies are set in motion. State Minister Cabral made these observations addressing an investor forum titled 2021 and Beyond, organised by SoftLogic stockbrokers yesterday.
I think we got to also look back in the last few months and look at the current situation now. And if you look at the current situation now, we see a situation where our exports have come back to near normal. That's an enormous statement as far as our country's economy is concerned, because we are back to near normalcy and the numbers are not lying. Number two, we find that the remittances are also back to normal. So our plus side, we are getting money in, and that's a very important part of our external account. Third part is our tourism is still at zero. There's no new money coming in. And as a result of that, we have a shortfall. But to some extent, that is compensated by the lower oil bill. So our external account now actually is not as bleak as it was in the first 3 months of COVID. Soon we'll be able to open out, perhaps the airport. I'm not saying soon in the normal sense. It may not be next week or the week after, but at some stage or other, the world will come back to normal. So at that stage, it will open.
State Minister Cabral, focusing on the stock market, said the CSE has bounced back despite the fact that the foreign investors have sold out to the tune of over 30 billion rupees. He also reiterated his proposal of securing 1% of 10 trillion rupees deposit base of banks and finance companies by the local investors, facilitating the CSE to benefit by 100 billion rupees in captive funds.
A few days ago, we had meetings with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the stockbrokers and the Colombo Stock Exchange. And the message that I wanted to convey to them was a very simple one. We have nearly 10 trillion rupees in deposits in the banks and the finance companies. The banks have about 9 trillion rupees in deposits from people, that is 9,000 billion rupees. And the finance companies have another trillion rupees, which is 1,000 billion rupees. Now, if you take 1% of that, 1%, there is one, I think the interest alone is a lot more than 1%. If you take 1%, you'll find that it is 100 billion rupees. Now, the EPF at the height of its investment portfolios had invested only 71 billion rupees in the stock market. And if that could have made such a big impact on the stock market, the locals today can make that impact if they were to return to the market, because the market is at such good price today.
We will be back with stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. The trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 51.71 points to close at 5,585.4, and the S&P SL20 gained 17.03 points to close at 2,406.36. The turnover was 3.5 billion rupees and over 185 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. And that's all the news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business at the usual time. Until then, take care. Good night.